I monitor my blood sugar every 2 days. It
Yes.
averages between 7 to 8. I exercise every day. Why is my sugar level not coming down? And that was something that you were talking about just now.
Yes. So I think that's a great question. Lots of medications, doing exercise. So maybe the first thing is to figure out what's exactly going on during the course of the day. So actually, in the last 1 or 2 years, right, we've advised people to use the CGM tools, so the glucose monitoring tool, so you can monitor it throughout the day, so you can get a sense of where the spikes are. So there's a lot of people measure the sugar early in the morning and it's not high. And then you find that there's a huge spike at lunchtime, but maybe people are busy at work and all, they're not monitoring it. So it could be that one meal is the culprit, that lunch meal. Or it could be a mid-morning snack where you're having your favorite donut and you've had it for the last 20 years and you're taking medication, but that donut still packs a lot of sugar. So maybe that medication is just not quite enough to deal with that. So I think before we jump into treating the problem, we need to figure out what the problem really is. So I think better understanding as to what the sugar levels are at different points of the day. Is the medication appropriate? Because I can't tell from a list whether that's appropriate. So sometimes a lot of this is very personalized, and I think patients, everyone should take control of their own condition, but they should also have that discussion with their doctor, as well as nurses, because for diabetes, nurses are very important. Diabetic nurses are in all hospitals, whether in the public setting or private setting. Nurses get involved in helping people to manage their sugar levels, and also other therapists like dietitians and physiotherapists in terms of eating correctly and the kind of activity that will be helpful.
I actually have a friend who keeps a food diary,
Yes.
recording down and understanding his own food intake,
Right.
Being able to refer back to some of his sugar levels.
Right.
Is that a good idea?
So that's brilliant, right? So now, people have been keeping food diaries for a long time. But now if you have a sugar monitoring tool, and I didn't mention it, but there are a lot of regular people who have started putting on these glucose monitoring devices on themselves. So I know a couple of guys who do competition, run, triathlon and all that, and they put on the sugar monitor because they want to know what their blood sugar is doing, right? So you got a food diary, so you know what you're eating, and then you put the monitor on, and then you check back over the last 2 weeks. You can download the data,
Right.
and then you can see exactly which foods are triggering what.
Right. Or now what I can do is take photos of the food I'm taking.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly what we tell our patients to do as well. That was very
okay.
troublesome, keep a diary, right? Just take photos.
Okay, I'm
Every
glad.
meal.
I'm glad I'm serving a purpose right here in this
Absolutely.
conversation as well.
Absolutely.